So, so greetings, class. We will move on now. Our topic for today ay total quality management. So, total quality management, it is, so ito yun. Um, Move on tayo sa learning objective. So, explaining the meaning of TQM or total quality management. Identify the cost of quality. I describe the evolution of TQM, so identify the leaders and their contributions. Uh-huh. So identify features of TQM philosophy, describe the tools for identifying and solving quality problems, describe quality awards and quality certification. So yeah. So since we are in operations or operations management, um, the quality of our good or the product, the company, is very important. Syempre, to retain our customers, the quality of good should be maintained and processed properly. So, what is the definition of quality? So, definition of quality is dependent on the people defining it. So, there is no standard, actually. There is no standard dati in defining the quality of the products. Di ba? So, dati, um, basta hindi madaling masira, quality na yung description. And kung durable siya, with last longer, ayun yung definition ng quality. So, kaya ayun din yung naging basis nung mga ibang products na nagtatagal sa industry, because of that, quality. Uh, just like yung mga jeans, 'di ba, may mga matatagal tayong jeans. So, the quality of the product, um, very known na siya sa mga kahit sa public. So, the control dati, so kung, napag-usapan na din natin yung mga jeans, 'di ba, sa patahian, may iba't ibang series sila of defining the quality. So, sa pagtatahi, kapag may mga konting lusot ng sinulid, so, puwedeng bagsak na siya sa quality. Sa cuttings, so yun, maraming mga definition ng quality based on the perspective ng nagtitingin. So there is no single universal definition of quality because it is defined by the people or the checker. So there are people or personnel that check the quality and um, maintain the definition of quality by for the company. So um dati pa din wala naman talagang definition of wala naman talagang standard of quality na sinusunod. Um for a single product. So yun, since tapos na yung product, ang ginagawa na lang, to check na lang kung ano yung mga loopholes and or yung mga dapat pang baguhin dun sa product na yan. So yan. So even though walang universal definition, may mga common na description or definitions na um, binigay for the word quality. So, number one, conformance or specification. Does the product or service meet the target and tolerance defined by the designers? So, isa yan. Um, Kompleto ba yung hinihingi na specs for the product? Kompleto ba yung mga um, physical appearance ng product? From the physical pa lang, dapat kumpleto na. For example, yung mga iPhone. So, dapat kumpleto yung camera, wala bang camera, um, matibay ay may screen ba, may mga buttons, kumpleto ba yung button. So, physical pa lang, kung ano pa lang nakikita ng customer, dapat kumpleto na siya. And, syempre, yung mga internal na specification tulad ng mga specs, ginamit na OS. So, yan. Ayun yung mga specification. Conformance to specification. So, fitness for use evaluates performance for intended use. So, ayun, swak ba yung or matapos ba yung product based doon sa planned na plan na purpose nito. So for example, yung iPhone or yung cellphone, na-try ba yung messaging function, camera function, video function, tama ba yung megapixel, tama ba yung tama ba yung speaker, hindi ba sabog yung speaker. So dapat fitness for use yung product ba ay um, swak ba yung pagkakatapos sa product based on its use. So value for price paid. So evaluation of usefulness versus the price paid. So um, does the price is right for the product or for the finished product. So during the quality stage or during the total quality checking of a product, malalaman din dun if the price of the said product is very is or defines the usefulness of it. So 'di ba ngayon kasi iba na yung definition ng price, 'di ba? So depende na sa piyesa kung saan nanggagaling yung piyesa nung bawat um piyesa nung isang product. So for example, sa cellphone, since example na din natin siya. So yung iba-iba yung mga pinanggagalingan na before they brought out the cellphone sa market. So assembling iba. So ayun yung nagbibigay ng definition din sa price nowadays. Especially sa mga gadgets and electronics na mga product. So support service, quality of supports after sale. So um, quality checking does not end upon the ultimate sale of the product. So may mga syempre unang-una ang quality lalo na kapag mass production yung isang product, hindi yun lahat na check or nagkakaroon lang tayo ng sample. Nalalaman na lang yun kapag kapag may mga after sale quality reports na hindi yun nakikita during the quality checking because we are doing only samples. So yun yung mga dapat ayun naman yung sa number 4 yung support service. Kung um, yung quality of our product is extended upon support service. So kung kunwari nga may mga after sale na report, how do the company or how do the personnel check or supports the um, that product. So yun. Psychological, ambience, prestige, friendly staff. Um this yung number 4 and 5 um it is more on the site na kung paano i-approach ng mga staff or personnel yung customer upon reporting after sales incidents. So manufacturing quality versus quality. So ayun yung 1 2 3 so for manufacturing and 1 2 3 for manufacturing, 4 5 for service quality. So manufacturing quality focus on tangible products. So conformance to the specification, performance, reliability, and features. Because ito done through assembling phase of the product. So dapat makita na to or na-check na yung quality nito before pa lang sila ilabas sa market. Kapag hindi yan na-check, so yan, magkakaroon tayo ng problem regarding sa quality ng product. So maraming although wala namang perfect na organization. So every organization or every manufacturing sector has loopholes in creating the product. So next, so service organization produce intangible products such as that must be experienced. So quality often defined by perception like courtesy, friendliness, promptness, waiting time, and consistency. Yung mga service organization that yung service quality, nabibigay siya ng mga, ito yung mga personnel, upon, receiving some incident or, regarding dun sa product. So, name-maintain natin yung quality, for the product because of, the service that we provide for them in assisting. So, for example, yung, pagiging, courtesy or ayan, courteous natin sa mga customers to address their reports. So, sa pagbibigay ng service quality, 'di ba? So, mas napapa-light natin yung mood of giving service sa ating mga customers. So, yung mga service quality or sa mga service organization such as yung sa profession natin, accountants, mas mahalaga na we provide a courteous na attitude, friendliness, and promptness because we deal or we are working with the time. So ayun, kung 'di ba may principle, meron tayong principle na timeliness. So we have to meet with that. So ayun yung isa sa satisfaction na nabibigay natin kapag nagagawa natin 'yon. Yung promptness and waiting time, consistency. Okay? So since consistency, we are producing one product and or service product. So we have to at least consistently provide them to our client or at least exceed their expectation. So ayun yung manufacturing and service quality. So cost of quality, ito yung quality affects all the aspect of organization. Quality as dramatic cost implication of. So yung cost of quality, it is not really the money that put on to or given up for goods or services. So it consists also of the efforts ng organization to produce the product. Okay, ayan. So quality, control cost, yun, a prevention cost and appraisal cost. Quality failure cost, so internal failure cost and external failure cost. Ito. So yun, prevention cost, so ito yung cost of preparing and implementing a quality plan. So appraisal cost of testing, evaluating, and inspecting the quality. So prevention cost, ito yung before matapos yung isang product. So ano ba yung mga cost in preparing and implementing the quality plan? 'Di ba example of this yung pagkakaroon ng maraming phases before the product is readily out for the product. So kunwari yung prevention cost of the company is designed to have 5 phases. So from the receiving, um, uh, from the receiving to processing, quality check 1, quality check 2, quality check 3. So ayun yung part of the prevention cost. It is used because to minimize the errors na pwede nating makuha on late stage, 'di ba? So habang dumadaan kasi sa mga phases, nagkakaroon sila syempre may no note silang mga irregularities for the product. So yun. Malalaman nila yun on the prevention cost or dun sa phase na yun. At least nalilesen yung burden habang tumatagal. So, ano yung kalaban? Yung kalaban lang nila dyan is yung time. Siyempre, yung time na kailangan nilang ma-execute yung isang phase. So, appraisal cost, ito yung cost of testing, evaluating, and inspecting the quality. So, syempre, part naman din siya talaga ng prevention cost. But yung appraisal cost is more of a testing na yung function of the product. So, testing, evaluating, and inspecting the quality. Ito na yung mga ready for out na sa market or sa mga customer. And also, kasama din doon syempre yung after na mga after sales report. Kunwari may mga bumalik na mga product for return. Yun. So ano yung dalawang quality failure o internal failures such as cost of scrap, ayan yung mga rework and material losses. External, ayan yung sa customer side. including returns, repairs, and recalls. Um, um, ano yung effect, 'di ba? So ano yung effect ng external failure cost? Since internal failure cost, we can control it, 'di ba? So yung mga rework, material losses, we can control it by implementing additional prevention cost. Pero ano yung effect sa atin or ano ba yung pwede natin gawin for external failure cost? Siguro since we are uh, since yung external failure deals with outside the organization na or yung mga customer na yung makakapansin, the best na pwede nating ibigay or provide for the service is yung syempre yung quality of service naman na being courteous, friendly, timely, and then yung other customer related para at least kahit na uh, may unsatisfaction yung customer, um, we can get them again as a customer if we provide them the best customer service. Ayan. So, evolution of TQM. So, ito guys, ayan, 1990s, um, to present. Okay. So, 1990s inspection, statistical sampling, and organizational quality focus. Ito yung old concept of quality. So, inspect for the quality after production. Since dati, wala namang talagang plan or standard of checking the quality of the product. They normally use or check the quality of the product through um, through inspection. So through inspection, nalalaman nila yung quality ng isang product. So yung mga matagal na sa clothing industry, since sila yung mga talagang bihasa sa pagkakaroon ng inspection phase on the quality product, since yung mga nasa jeans or clothing company na mga inspection products, ito yung usual na ginagawa nila, inspection ng mga um, tela or yung mga finished product. So yung 1980s and beyond, they are customer-driven quality. So new concept of quality, build quality into the process, identify and correct causes of quality problem. So yung 1980s starts the implementation of or standardization ng mga quality or total quality management. So ito rin siguro yung um, ito na siguro yung birth of a process for a quality for a product quality or total quality management. So siguro napansin nila na inspection is a can be improved into a customer driven quality. So yung pagkakaroon ng ganitong concept of quality management can also help the company in improving their products. So ayan. So ito guys, ito yung mga gurus of total quality management. So I leave this to you na. So kung ano yung mga contributions nila sa pagkakaroon ng magandang quality of the product and how they develop the total quality of our management ng isang product. So ayan. Di natin masyado itong i-discuss. Siguro for quiz purposes, ayun lang siya. But the concept or yung mga reasons kung bakit nila yung ginawa, we can skip that for this session. So total quality management philosophy, TQM focuses on identifying quality problem root causes. So TQM, ayan nga, yung focus dun sa quality problem root causes. So dun sa 5 definition kanina, yung encompassing to a specification, fitness for use, yung price is right, and then yung customer related na mga quality. So, ayun yung ina-identify ng TQM kung paano natin ma-retain yung quality ng product that will help us to retain our customers also. So, encompasses the entire organization. So, hindi lang siya, hindi yung total quality management, hindi siya focus sa production side, but also may mga TQM din sa ibang process. Like sa accounting, sa finance, sa human resource, they have their total quality management na philosophy na sinusunod. So involves the technical as well as the people. So yun, sabi it is related to bullet number 2 as it is encompassing the entire organization. So not only to the technical but also to the people na member ng organization, kasama sila sa pag-implement ng total quality management. So ayan. So ito yung relies on 7 basic concept. So ano ba yung reason kung bakit nagkakaroon ng ganitong process yung TQM or total quality management. So customer focus to retain the customer and to produce or obtain other customers. So continuous improvement, syempre kung may quality plan na tayo for a product, we can plan also for a continuous improvement of our product. Employee empowerment, ayan. So use of quality tools since technology is a evolution din. So the use of robotics nowadays, yun yung and digitalization, yun yung nagiging trend for the manufacturing business. Usage of high maintenance manpower, yun yung nilelesen ng mga manufacturing lalo na kapag mechanical yung mga products na ginagawa. So yun due to the digitalization ng machines, nagagamit na din natin yun nagagamit na rin natin yun sa TQM or sa pagpa-plan ng TQM. So the problem for this is that syempre yung unang-una machines yung ginagamit natin and it will not produce same efficiency until napalitan natin siya. Kaya nagkakaroon ng depreciation, di ba? So product design, ayan. So part of the continuous improvement, process of management, and managing the supplier quality. So ito yung mga reason kung bakit um, nagkakaroon yung mga company ng mga processes for total quality management. So ayan. Yan. Focus on customer, identify and meet customer needs. Stay tuned to the changing needs or yan, fashion style, yung mga trends. Syempre to add na rin yung mga pagdadagdag ng mga bagong customer. So continuous improvement, yan, continuous learning and problem solving. Ayan. Yung Kaizen and Six Sigma, ito yung mga certification na ginagamit for na tinetake ng ibang managers to enhance their decision making skills or yung total quality management skill, kasi it is focused on learning the possible continuous improvement for different types of product and kung ano yung best na decision making for that product. So yan, plan D, study act. Ito guys yung mga ginagamit for as guide for continuous improvement. So yung continuous improvement guys, it is part of the TQM because we want to continuously provide a great service or a great product for the customer. So, mabigay natin kung ano yung bago and based din dun sa pangangailangan ng customer. So, benchmarking, ayan, dahil we are continuously improving, we set a standard or nagkakaroon tayo ng bagong benchmark to be improved again. Diba? Yan. So, employee empowerment empowers all employees, external and internal customers. Siguro empower all employees. This is the root or this is the fruit of a good quality management process. So kapag in a working environment, kapag maganda yung system or yung process, mas nagiging smooth yung working experience natin. So kung compare dun sa mga organization na every week nagbabago ng mga policy, 'di ba? Mas maganda mag-work doon sa company na tuloy-tuloy yung process, 'di ba? So, ayun. So, team approach. So, teams form around processes, 8 to 10 people. So, siguro yung itong bullet na to, it is regarding to the team that implements the process. So 8 to 10 yung ideal na people to perform the total quality management process. So bakit 8 to 10? Masyado bang marami? Yes. As much as possible, kapag process improvement or quality assurance review, mga quality product review, total quality management, it is malaking team talaga or it is composed of a team or hindi lang siya isang tao lang yung mag-check because to produce a good outcome for a total quality management report, experts or yung opinion ng bawat isa ay mahalaga. So, yung 8 to 10 na yan, hindi lang din yan basta-basta yung mga personnel doon sa company. It is expert doon sa kanilang field kasi they can produce good insights kung ano pa yung pwedeng i-improve. So meet weekly to analyze and solve problems. So ayan, yun nga. Kaya 'di ba nakita nyo guys yung frequency ng kanilang reporting weekly. So sobrang efficient nung decision making nila. So every week meron silang ginagawang ganyan to solve the problem and identify kung ano pa yung pwedeng i-improve or identify kung ano yung mga safeguard na gagawin pa nila. Okay, ayan. So use of quality tools. So ongoing trainings on analysis, assessment and correlation and implementation tools. So studying practices at best in class companies. So total quality tools, not only syempre yung mga machine, but also yung ating training for TQM. So guys, yung Six Sigma, Kaizen and Six Sigma, this is part of our quality tools. Managers take advantage for it kasi maraming learnings sa training na yun. And it is a certification na for total quality management. Kasi yung Six Sigma, it is based talaga do sa mga solving problem. So ways of improving our quality. So ito yung kanina guys, yung plan, do, study, act cycle. It is also called as Deming wheel after originator, circular, never-ending problem-solving process. Ayan. So, yung plan, do, study, act cycle, ayan. Sabi ito, it is a circular. So, para siyang life cycle of improving our quality. So, yung plan, do, study, act, ito yung it is a way of improving the product. Tama. So, yung frequency nung itong plan, do, study, act is estimated by the team who handle the quality improvement process. So Siyempre hindi naman sila every week dapat mag-plan, ganito kasi yung cycle nito, ayan nakita niyo plan, marami siyang masyadong phases na dinadaanan, plan, do, study, act. So after implementing the process, they will observe, they will observe the efficiency or yung status of that status nung um, uh, plan na yon or process na yon, and then identify yung mga problems, then do the cycle again, plan, do, study, act cycle, then implement, plan, do, study, act cycle, tapos implement ulit, plus observation. So 7 tools of quality control. So tools typically taught to problem solving teams. So later may nandito yung mga um, composition ng 7 tools na yan. So quality function deployment used to translate customer preference to design. So ayan, ito yung details ng PDSA or Plan, Do, Study, Act cycle. So sa plan, they evaluate the current process. So collect procedures, data, identify the problem. So develop an improvement plan, performance and objective. So do. So implement the plan, trial basis, then study, collect data and evaluate against objective. So act. Communicate the result from trial. If successful, implement new process. So, di ba, as I mentioned kanina, these are the process for PDSA. So, nakita nyo guys yung evaluate the current process. So, pag natapos yung if successful, di ba, implement nila yung process, if successful, mag-evaluate ulit sila ng current process. And then, collect procedures and data, and identify the problem. So, ganun yung cycle for PDSA. Um, uh, yung frequency nito, syempre, hindi naman siya every week din ginagawa. O kasi inobserve pa nila yung ina-evaluate pa nila yung current process. So part of the evaluation, syempre yung time to observe the said process. So ayan. So cycle is repeated after the act phase, starting planning and repeat the process. So PDSA, plan, do, study, and act. So guys, ito yung 7 tools of quality control. So cause and effect diagram, flow charts, checklist, control charts, scatter diagram, Pareto analysis, and histograms. So punta muna tayo sa cause and effect diagram. So it is called a fishbone diagram kasi nagpo-focus ito on solving identified quality problems. So yan. Yung cause and effect diagrams, ginagawa siya, or yung ayan yung fishbone. So makita niyo dito guys sa diagram natin na yung quality problem is affected by several factors. So before after identifying the problem, we will identify naman kung ano yung mga factors na nakaka-affect dun sa problem. So after that, kunyari, suppliers, yung quality problem natin is regarding sa suppliers, workers, machine, temperature, process, and materials. So after identifying that, they will implement action plan to at least minimize the effect of the factors sa ating product. So for example, yung temperature, bawal pala siya sa sobrang mainit. So action plan na gagawin ng company is to have a room temperature for storage ng mga products. For example, yung mga workers, kulang or inefficient, kulang sa tao, di magdadagdag ng tao. So, ganun yung pag-solve ng problem. So, identify the problem and identify the factors affecting to it. Ayun yung cause and effect diagram. Then, flowchart. Flowchart used to document the detailed steps in a process. So, often, the first step is process re-engineering. So yung flowchart, ginagamit siya to efficiently or um, para makita natin immediately yung process. So yung mga flowchart minsan ginagamit siya as guide for ano ba yung steps. Kasi 'di ba guys, kung makikita nyo guys, yung flowchart dito sa diagram, meron siyang five or four phases, 'di ba? So ito, ito, at saka ito. So it is called it is called a process flow chart. So after for example ito ay cycle ng um, ito ay cycle ng production. So itong process na to kunyari receiving phase. Yung receiving phase after niyan pupunta siya sa processing phase, then quality management, then stage 1 quality management, then yung i-out na siya sa market. So, maraming process. So, the purpose of the flowchart is to give us the status of the process. For example, naka-receive tayo ng goods. So, saan natin siya dadalhin, di ba? So, meron tayong guide for the next phase. Ito, kunyari, in process na siya. Then, dadalhin na siya after processing, dadalhin na siya sa quality management phase 1. Then, quality management or final quality check bago siya ilabas sa market. So, ayun yung purpose ng flowchart, to control them. So, for quality management, to control na rin kung anong phase or kung anong status na ba nung product. So, ito yung checklist. Ang checklist, madali lang siya intindihin guys kasi tinatali lang natin dito kung ano yung mga may problem sa quality at each workstation. So, for a production, meron silang may mga workstation nila dito sa example na to. Ayan, yung broken zipper, so rip materials, missing button, faded color. Lahat yun, tinatag siya or tinatali siya for evaluation. So, for example, 3 yung broken na zipper. Meron silang standard or meron silang check or chart kung 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 ilang defects na yung consider before they for example, yung broken zipper pala is marupok talaga from the supplier. So, meron silang checklist na ginagawa. Ayan. For example, yung 3 na defects na yan is a red warning na sa kanila para magpalit na ng mga zipper from supplier or magpalit na ng supplier. So, ayan, ginagamit nila yan for evaluation. So, yan, rip materials. 7 na yung kanilang 7 na yung rip materials for one process. So, management, pwede silang mag-consider of replacing the supplier for the said product or um, improve the material they have. So, control chart. So, important yung rule. Ayan. So, makikita natin yan guys sa statistical process control sa next chapters or next sessions. So, the UCL and LCL are calculated limit used to show when process is in or out of control. So, yung UCL and LCL is mamimit natin siya sa statistical control process. So, balikan na lang natin to guys kapag nandun na tayo sa statistical process of control. So, scatter diagram. So, scatter diagram is used to check or to know the relevant range or yung relevant range ng ating production. So, makita nyo guys dito, yung mga points niya is scattered. So, from the word, ayan, yung scatter diagram, makikita natin dito kung, so, paano lang siya binabasa? So, yan nga, di ba? So, kailangan alamin muna natin yung relevant range ng diagram. So, yung relevant range, ayun yung range kung saan normal na nag-ooperate yung company. So, walang changes sa cost or dun sa production mismo. So, to execute the or yung pag-identify ng purpose ng scatter diagram is number one, dapat meron tayong relevant range. So, sir, paano ba ginagawa yung relevant range? So, from dito, from our origin or yung intersection between the x and y axis, mag-drawing lang kayo ng or magagawa lang kayo ng straight line. Sige, gawa tayo. So, straight line from the point of origin. So, para makita natin yung, ayan. So, para makita natin yung kanyang relevant range. So, kunyari, nag-drawing tayo. So, ayan. So, ayan guys. So, ayan. Makikita nyo guys yung line. Ito yung relevant range natin. So, kung ano yung datas dyan, so, yan, per production, per cost, ayun yung relevant range niya. So, lahat ng nandito, ayan, yung nasa baba, and then yung nasa taas ng line, tawag dyan, outlier. Yung mga outlier, ito yung result ng production outside our relevant range. So, kunyari, may mga changes from our relevant range, ito yung mga naging outcome niya. Ayan yung mga naging outcome. So, ayan, yung mga nasa labas ng relevant range. So, relevant range, it is a range that, ito yung range kung saan normal na nag-ooperate yung business. So, kung may mga pagbaba dyan, ay may changes na outlier sa baba, maybe, nag-reduce sila ng cost, nag-reduce sila ng mga capacity. So, kapag nasa taas naman, nagtaas yung capacity or tumaas yung production cost nila or tumaas yung pag-produce nila ng product. Okay? So, ayan. So, ayan naman yung purpose ng scatter diagram to know, syempre, hindi nyo naman, pag nakita nyo lang yung mga dots dyan kanina, hindi mo naman malalaman kung paano babasahin yung scatter diagram until we determine our relevant range. So, yan. So, Pareto analysis displays the degree of importance for each element. So, ito naman, kinaklasify niya yung mga yung quality problems. So from the most urgent to the least urgent, kinaklasify siya sa Pareto analysis. Or for quality naman, for quality checking purposes, yung Pareto analysis ginagamit siya for identifying or weighing or tinitimbang niya kung for that product, ito yung quality na kailangan for this product, gantong quality until ito hanggang sa maging or hanggang dun sa end sa last product. So, histogram. So, a chart that shows the frequency distribution of observed value of a variable like service time at a bank drive-up window. So, display whether the distribution is symmetrical or skewed or skewed. Ayan. So, histogram, usually, yung histogram, ginagamit siya for, ayun, sabi daw, sa service time, sa mga variable na quality checking like service time, kung, for example, ito yung frequency status. So, sa part ng letter C or yung status letter C, nakita nila na maganda or mataas yung naging result. So, they will treat this as standard for histogram. Sige. So product design or quality function deployment. So so critical to ensure product design meets customer expectation. So useful tool for translating customer specification into technical requirements. So yung QFT. So QFD encompasses, so yung mga product design, quality function deployment, customer requirements, competitive evaluation, product characteristics, relationship matrix, trade-off matrix, and setting targets. Um, so yung etong tool na to ay ginagamit um, for quality management from transforming this data to customers specification or yung kung ano yung pwede maging impact nito sa customers. So yung QFD, upon executing it, um, we can determine yung ano ba yung ito yung mga QFD encompasses yan, yung customer requirements, competitive evaluation, product characteristic, relationship matrix, yung trade-off matrix, at saka yung setting targets. So it is critical to ensure that the product meets the customer expectation. So yan yung itong tool na to for syempre yung product na to ay nasa market na. So we have to identify kung na-meet ba natin yung expectation ng ating customers. So ito guys, yung process used to ensure the product meets the customer expectation. So ito, so ito yung standard, yung customer requirements. Ito yung relative importance, ito yung standard na range niya. So, I mean yung, ito dapat yung ma-meet na criteria. Okay? So, ito yung characteristics or yung specification ng isang product. So, yan. Kunyari, durable ba yung number of zippers? And, ayan. Then, ito yung, from this chart, ito yung gagamitin for evaluation. So, ito guys, ayan, kunyari, may mga markings na dyan. Ayan, ito yung marks niya. So, ginagamit siya for evaluating the, the product, the product din mismo. Kung na-meet ba ng product na yun yung customer requirement and its relative importance or yung criteria for for example, criteria for judging. Ayun. Ito yung voice ng customer. So yung customer-based benchmark. So yung customer-based benchmark, ito yung kino-compare na natin yung product natin sa ibang company. So yan, competitor A, competitor B, and yung ating or ibang companies to compare our product. Okay, ayan. So voice of engineer, ito yun guys, yung ayan, kung ano yung specification ng product. So ito guys yung pinaka ito rin yung kanina, pero may nadagdag lang, sorry. Ayan. So technical benchmark, ayan. So targets, yung trade-off, ayan. Ay. So same lang siya, adding trade-off target and developing product specification. So ayan, ito so yung trade-off guys, ito yung sa medyo taas na part. Yung dito siya, sorry. Ayan. So siya yung may part ng additional, ayan. So ayan, yung trade-off yung bandang itaas ng specification. So reliability, critical to quality. Reliability is the probability that the product, service will or part will function as expected. So no product is 100% certain to function properly. So reliability is a probability function depend on subparts or components. So yung reliability, syempre ito yung pinaka um, um, product or yung result ng ating quality um, process, quality management process. So, ito yung goal. Syempre, ito rin din yung goal ng company or ito yung goal ng project or total quality management team in executing the or the quality product process. So although it is not 100% certain, but at least we meet the standard for reliability. Okay na yun sa mga personnel or dun sa project team. So reliability of a system is a product of component reliabilities. So ayan. Um, so yung reliability of product or a system, so reliability of the components. So yung RS, ito yung buong product, yung R1, R2, R3, and Rn, yung mga yan, components. Ito yung reliability per each component. So for example, yung sa example nga dun sa diagram kanina, yung jeans, siguro jeans yun kasi may zipper. So yung jeans, reliable ba siya? So kung reliable yung mga components nun, like yung zipper, yung button, yung die, yung tela, kapag reliable yung lahat, we can say that yung product or final product natin ay reliable. So increase the reliability by placing components in parallel. Parallel components allow systems to operate if one or more other fails. So it is kind of a backup plan. So for example, yung other components ng ating reliability bumagsak or hindi siya or not meet the expectation. Kailangan may yun, parang may backup siya to meet or para iahon yung reliability ng component na yun. So process management and managing supplier quality. So quality product come from quality sources. Quality must be built into the process. Quality at the source is belief that it is better to uncover source of quality problems and correct it. So TQM extend to quality of product from company supplier. So managing the supplier quality, so ito yung mga ginagamit for or guidelines for managing the supplier quality. So yun na, number one, quality product come from quality sources. So sa mga supplier, yung mga kaya minsan 'di ba yung supplier minsan tinitreat siya as parang asawa na ng company kasi it will give us the good quality service na bibigay or na kailangan ng company. So quality must be built into the process. So siguro ito yung pag-assign ng supplier, yung pag-assign or pagkakaroon ng supplier should be part of the process. So yung procuring side or yung purchasing side, syempre ibang company nagkakaroon sila ng process of bidding and then nag-offer sila and in-offer nila yung company for those suppliers. So may process siya or kasama siya sa process to meet the to meet the quality na kailangan for the product. So quality at the source is believed that it is better to uncover source of quality problems and correct it. So um kaya kailangan nasa process siya and then dumaan talaga siya do sa quality check quality process ng management to minimize this risk. So ayan. So eto guys yung parang add-on lang 'to pero I doubt na isama ko 'to sa quiz kasi ah hindi naman siya part of the main topic. Pero sige, pwede naman din. So yeah, ito yung mga quality awards and standards. So, mapapansin niyo to guys sa mga products, sa mga processes, if it is certified by these awards or standard, um, nakaka-assure yung mga customer or yung mga supply or I mean yung customer na quality yung kanilang pinoproduce na product. So yan, yung Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, Deming Prize, ISO 9000 certification, so International Standard Operation ISO 14,000 standard, 1400 standards. So ito guys yung mga parang accreditation ng company for quality product. So yan. So award named after former Secretary of Commerce Reagan administration. So ito yung more of a US brand kasi US yung um, nag-grant nito. So intended to reward and stimulate quality initiative. So yan, given to no more than 2 companies in each of 3 categories, manufacturing, service, and small business. So yung mga past winner nito guys, tingnan nyo yung Motorola Corporation, yung Xerox Corporation, FedEx, 3M, IBM, and Ritz-Carlton. So yung nakaka-receive ng mga gantong award guys, syempre yung nami-meet nila yung expectation nung grant and ayun, nag-exceed sila sa expectation for the quality service na binibigay nila or quality product na pino-provide nila. So yan, discuss na lang natin guys yung mga characteristics nung bawat accreditation. So given by the Union of Japanese Scientists, Engineers since 1951. So named after W. Edwards Deming who worked to improve Japanese quality after World War II. So guys, ayan. Not open to foreign companies until 1984. So Florida F&L was the first US company winner. So yung mga gantong price pala guys, ayan, it is grant or it is given by companies or by countries na expert na or very seasoned na sa pagbigay ng quality assure or quality opinion for the product. So tulad dito tulad itong price na to, mapapansin nyo guys, ito rin yung um, yung MBNQA, ayan, and then yung Deming Prize, mapapansin nyo guys, nanggaling siya sa mga person din na expert na on giving quality opinion for specific product or dun sa mga companies na nag-a-apply for this prize or qualified for this prize. So hindi lang siya basta binubunot lang na niloloto lang para magkaroon kayo ng ganitong award. Meron tong mga test and series of tests to determine kung sino ba yung deserving for this prize. So yung dalawang standard guys, yung ISO standards, ayan, yung ISO 9000 and ISO 1400, it is a certification. Hindi siya prize or hindi siya yung katulad ng dalawang naunang quality accreditation. Yung prices. Yung ISO standard, it is a certification or accreditation na yung products nila or yung service nila is na-meet yung gantong standard. Yung certification developed by International Standard of International Organization of Standardization. So set of internationally recognized quality standard. Companies are periodically audited and certified by ISO 9000 and ISO 2000. So yan guys, ito yung mga kailangan nilang init. Mapapansin yan guys, marami yan dito sa maraming kumukuha ng ganyang standard sa mga Philippine companies. Kasi yung dalawang standard na nauna is ang nananalo doon or ang nakakakuha nun talaga is yung mga multinational companies. So um, bakit bakit minsan kahit na sobrang ah, fit na or sobrang um, ano ba, planned na yung TQM, meron pa rin nagfe-fail. So lack of genuine quality of culture. So it is minsan nasa culture din ng management or nasa culture din ng environment ng company na hindi nag-e-engage for quality culture. So may mga employees na resistant sa change, dun sa quality change, na nahihirapan din yung company in meeting the quality stand or specs or specification. So lack of top management support and commitment. So isa pa yan. Um, Kapag resistant sa change yung mga employees under top management, nagkakaroon din ng problem regarding the quality of the product. So over and under reliance on standard process methods. So ito guys yung mga pwedeng mangyari or reason kung bakit nagkakaroon ng mga um, uh, ineffectiveness sa ating total quality management process. So TQM is broad sweeping the organizational change. Ito na yung sinabi ko kanina, from marketing to information system. Meron silang TQM or meron mga total quality management process na ginagawa because hindi lang naman talaga sa product yung nakikita, but how the company is dealing with the organization, dealing with the people, dealing with the customer and public. So lahat has a contribution then sa total quality management by implementing total quality management to their own process. Okay? So highlights, ayan. So we can wrap up this guys by providing the highlights. So TQM is different from the old concept of quality. So nasabi na natin kanina yan, on serving the customer, identifying the quality of problem and building quality into production process. So yung 4 categories of quality cost is or are yung prevention, appraisal. Ito yung quality of cost, yung internal and external cost, ito yung quality yung failure, di ba? So ayan, alam niyo na yan. 7 TQM notable individual. So ayan. So ayan. Ayan. So yung homework na yan, hindi yan. Okay. So ayan guys. So na-discuss na natin yung TQM. So if you have question guys, don't hesitate to leave a message sa ating Neo LMS or dun sa ating Poly sa ating Messenger group chat. Pwede din kayo mag-send ng questions by PM yun nga sa Neo LMS and then sa ating GC. So don't forget guys to answer the evaluation quiz after this session. And thank you for listening this session and keep safe. Bye.